Hey guys, it's your girl Miss T, you know that's me, and we're back at it with another recap. This time we're talking SmackDown. Round 1 of the King and Queen of the Ring tournament happened, and we need to talk about it. But before anything, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's jump into this one. First things first, the show started off with Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul. Now, I wasn't really expecting this on my bingo card, but the segment was pretty good. You know Logan Paul is super charismatic alongside with Cody Rhodes. It looks like these two are gonna face each other, and a lot of fans want to know if both titles will be on the line. Now, I didn't ask for this, but I'm totally here for it because I know that match will be a banger. Last night's episode of SmackDown was also Alicia Taylor's first night at work. I'm so excited to see her on the main roster. She totally killed it. Now, you know she was the voice of NXT for a really long time, but they chose to bump her up, and Mike Rome is going to NXT. I'm excited to see how Mike does on Tuesday, but as far as Alicia Taylor this Friday, it was chef's kiss. Shout out Luigi Wrestling on X for these incredible photos. Now we're talking the Queen of the Ring tournament, round 1 on SmackDown. We had Naomi and Nia Jax starting this off, and let me tell you, this match was amazing. Both of these women did so incredible that I'm starting to think WWE needs to consider a mid-card title for the women. It would be lovely to see. Now, as you see on the left-hand side of your screen, Jade Cargill and Piper Niven were scheduled. We're gonna see Michin versus Tiffany Stratton. Bianca Belair and Candice LeRae did have a match on this episode of SmackDown. Now, this segment was pretty cool. To get ready for their match, we saw Carmelo Hayes and Baron Corbin backstage bickering back and forth. They did have a really stellar match, and Carmelo Hayes is going to move on to the next round. Now, the next round is what we need to talk about because this is the man he's going to face. Now, Randy Orton cut an amazing promo backstage to later main event against AJ Styles. He defeated AJ Styles in a really incredible win. I'm loving what Randy Orton has been doing. Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania, he had 2 incredible performances of many, but him versus Carmelo Hayes next Friday, now that is gonna be good. But before we jump the gun, I told you in round 1, Jade Cargill was gonna be going up against Piper Niven. Now, it's safe to say you know how this one went, but it was a good match. Jade Cargill has shown so many signs of improvement since her days in AEW, and I'm loving this for her. She is shining, and right after her match came her tag team partner. So right after Jade's victory came out Bianca Belair preparing for her match against Candice LeRae. Now, we all know how this one went. Candice LeRae ended up taking the L, and Bianca's moving on to the next round. It would be really interesting to see Jade and Bianca in the semifinals if that were to happen. I don't know if WWE wants to book that, but it's going to be real fun to see. And in the next round, who is Bianca Belair going to take on? Will it be Michin or Tiffany Stratton? Now, I think it's Tiffy time, but I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments. So not many will mention this segment that Shinsuke Nakamura had, but I think it's important to because this guy hasn't been seen too much and hasn't been treated really well in WWE so far. You know, it seemed like they were building him up at some point, but it's kind of been falling flat. I was pretty happy to see Shinsuke Nakamura, and I'm excited to see what they have in store for him. At least have this guy go for a mid-card title in the future. I'm not sure, but it's nice to see him back on TV. So we're starting to see how serious things are getting. Solo Sikoa was backstage with Paul Heyman, and he pretty much told him, I understand your love and respect for Roman Reigns, but it's pretty much my time, and this next chapter is unfolding. I gotta say, this was pretty interesting. I like how they are building Solo Sikoa to be this leader of this second extension of the Bloodline, and I can't freaking wait when Roman Reigns comes back to address this. So WWE also premiered that Andrade is coming to SmackDown. Does this mean they have big plans for him? I'm not sure. You remember all the hype behind Veer, and you know how that turned out. But it's kind of cool that they are promoting this because now we know he's coming and to expect it. Now, you guys know I was so happy to see this. Blair Davenport is being promoted, and she is coming soon to SmackDown. How? I don't know. But am I going to be watching? Of course. Now, I already told you that during the main event, it was Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. Both of these guys are two veterans in the game, and they showed that on Friday Night SmackDown. It was amazing. Unfortunately for AJ Styles, he is not moving on to the next round, and Randy Orton is going to be facing Carmelo Hayes. So let's recap on what to expect for next week. We're going to get Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul in a contract signing next Friday on SmackDown. And you know, we're getting ready for King and Queen of the Ring tournament, and it is getting serious. So for round 2, we already found out that Carmelo Hayes is going to be facing Randy Orton. Now that's going to be an ultimate showdown, but on the other side of things, we're waiting to see, is it going to be Santos Escobar or LA Knight to be taking on Tonga? One way or another, it's safe to say that round 2 is going to be amazing. As far as the women, we know Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax is what to anticipate for round 2 of the Queen of the Ring tournament, and that is going to be amazing. You already know both of these powerhouses were incredible at Royal Rumble, and now it's time to relive that. On the other side, Jade Cargill's friend, aka her tag team partner, Bianca Belair, will be either taking on Tiffany Stratton or Michin. Now, I think it's Tiffany, and let me tell you, round 2 is looking amazing. So guys, let me know what you thought about this week's episode of SmackDown. Are you excited for the King and Queen of the Ring tournament round 2? Let me know what match are you looking forward to the most down in the comments below. Also, be sure to check me out on Twitch, where I watch the weekly shows with you live on stream. That link will also be down below. Now, remember to be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all the recaps, the episodes, and so much more. And until next time, deuces.